Hello there, everybody. Should be starting soon here.
We're losing the point.
Alter, ist das geil, Alter?
Alter.
Ist das Toni?
Geil, Alter. Erstmal eine riesen XXL Weißwurst oder Alter.
Hallo Leute,
Ey,
wie geht's
P4?
euch? Ich bin's Düses.
Dass ich nochmal mit Novas und Toni ein Comp-Match spiele, das habe ich auch nicht gedacht. Was ist denn hier los?
Toni.
Da wurden wirklich alle Rentner nochmal aufgefahren, Digga.
Digga,
Also,
wenn man
ich
Unfall
möchte ja nicht feedbacken, aber wie kann man denn als Clan-League kein Tag-Tag des Clans tragen? Was ist denn das
Ja,
eigentlich?
das ist eine gute Frage.
Also ich will dir noch mal
Ich bin ja auch in Rente.
Keiner geht hier in Rente.
Ich bin ja auch in Rente.
Ja, ich merk das schon.
Wie kann man das nicht machen als Clan-Leitung, Kieran? Also, das ist ja schon echt ein bisschen komisch, Alter.
Also ich bin's Düsenskind, ich studiere tatsächlich Jura und ich würde sagen, nach Absatz 1 des Plan GBG
Diese
ist das
spielt
nicht
auch?
so richtig.
Oh mein Gott, das ist ja verrückt.
Ja, Digga, alle sind alle zusammen.
Okay, we'll mute the leadership chat here in a second. Okay, we'll go. Well, I mean, we're not going to be able to listen to it anyways because we're not going to start a squad. Alright, I think we're good. Just lower SFX down a little bit. And we'll join our buddy on artillery as soon as that is created. Okay, just waiting for artillery. And we'll be off to the races, everybody. You know, some teams give their RD player the luxury of somebody else dropping a box for them. Alright, so we'll join Tear. Operator roll. Put mine down? Actually, I never thought of that. Get a streamer kill. Although, would never do that, of course. Alrighty, so the Wheel of... Is it Death or Doom? I think it's Wheel of Doom. Wheel of Doom has spoken. And we have arrived on the Utah Beach, with Chapel is the middle point. See you getting the Allies and the Greyhounds on the axis. 1 minute till wall drop. Tempest. Dr. Zolix. Marsmic. All these household hella loose competitive names, of course. $25 seconds. So Chapel, for those of you who don't know, going to be favored to be captured by the Allies first. So we're going to see a massive group of Greyhounds down here to the bottom on the southwest, and they're going to be pushing forward to try to get their bodies wrapping into Chapel from over here, mainly through all these buildings down to the southwest. See what it comes out to be. Wall drops. Don't think we're going to have rocket snipes. Maybe. Maybe some will. No, okay, yeah. No time for rocket snipes. I mean, this is one of those points where you pretty much know where the enemy is going to be. There's no real surprises in Chapel. It's been played Hundreds of times. Hundreds and hundreds of times. Oh, we do have a rocket. A little bit late. Doctor jumps out. Gonna build a garrison. Yeah, we already built the garrison. Got the supplies right there, front door. Luke's begins to splash. Got to be a little bit careful with those rounds. Oh, Greyhound truck takes a little bit of a beating. Zolix and Postal survive because they were riding in the front. The rest of the truck, though, toast. But it's okay. I mean, the Greyhounds weren't expecting to cap first anyways. They're going to be setting up for the long game. Playing heavy south to help protect drowned fields. And they're going to be, once again, shifting up this road north to Chapel. Postal, Kieran, Kaylee. Never gets control of the house. And CU's going to temporarily stack some bodies in the hard cap here. Just to offer some good cap weight. They can secure the first cap and then begin spreading out and doing what they need to do. Greyhound comes up to the hard cap. Is this a solo Greyhound? Oh, two-person Greyhound. Now, if the Greyhounds can maybe get some long-distance shots and wipe out Chapel, we could see them win the sector cap weight. CU has dedicated a lot of bodies down here to the south. I think some of them are dead. But we're going to have a little bit more chunk here to help push that opening into drowned fields. Medium 75s down below. Staying back for right now, helping to anchor the front. The Panzer IV is over here on this road. Commander Tony dropping some supplies over here to the back, getting the garrisons all set up. And that looks good to go. Okay, so with the hard cap assisted weight, DU will come out with the opening 3-2 cap. There we go. Now the fun of seeing how Utah develops. Which you tend to see, unfortunately, most of the time is just a grind across the open fields. Hedgerow to hedgerow. Not much movement, really. Until the Axis are ready for their big push with armor. Or maybe infantry is able to get some a little bit of momentum down here to the southwest. Sorry, Gastro. Nobody has snuck into the back line from CU's side. Tony's driving back here, and this is the thing, is right now the map looks pretty. It really does. I mean, you see the map edge to edge coverage, OPs, garrisons, everything looks good. Then, over time... Oh, that's pretty cool. Gigadeath down here. I like that modification of the name, buddy. That's nice. Got the Greyhound symbol in front. And then... Good death. Not too shabby. Ah, the creativity in hella loose. Yes, the map edge to edge coverage looks great right now, everybody. I know if you're used to pub matches and never play competitive, you're looking at that going, oh my gosh, it's a work of art. Everything looks so good. How could they ever lose? Well, over time, the positions here, there start to become a little bit fragmented. People go on hot streaks, then cold streaks. Lose a little bit of ground here, over there. And next thing you know, things start to break down a little bit. Maybe the Greyhounds will get in position to overload part of the front line, so they temporarily pull bodies away from an area, which leaves the blueberries there to be temporarily overwhelmed. And then, slowly but surely, the map starts to disintegrate a little bit. That's just the way it goes. You got to take advantage of those opportunities. Comes the time to push. Honey Badger and his tank crew playing for CU during the HCA season since WTH is not participating. Honey Badger, of course, spent 9 weeks in Shanghai learning Mandarin, making sure that when it came time for playing with these CU members that he could fluently speak with them, like without any sort of delay. Oh, Honey Badger and his crew all paid for expenses by CU, of course. Spending 9 weeks in 5-star hotels in Shanghai, visiting Beijing. I think he went to Beijing, he said. Met with the team. They went to an amusement park. Had a good time. Which Honey Badger and his crew were able to partake in all sorts of activities just to make sure that their Chinese was in tip-top shape. And once they're all done and they passed the language tests, they were sent back home. So, I mean, from what I heard, it was a very good trip. I mean, not too shabby when all your expenses are paid, but I mean, when it comes to winning these hella loose matches, teams will spare no expense. Nothing whatsoever. Bimith? Everybody came? Bimith? Oh, didn't notice him at first. Honey Badger, peeking over to the right. And gets him out with the grease gun. See, that was only possible because he heard his fellow buddy Miracle able to communicate with him and get those marks out. Sherman's pushing up with that powerful Allied HE to splash the buildings. Line still looks great. Greyhounds making a tiny bit of ground up here to the north, but CU sending a tank crew up there to help shore up the defenses. Nobody has slipped through, and this is one of those things with CU, man, where I swear sometimes I'll look at the map, the back line will look okay. Next thing you know, they get somebody back there. It's crazy how that happens. DU is one of those teams where they train out in fields, practice for weeks on end to learn how to crawl and sneak past people. They'll actually send players to various farms in China where they say, okay, you have to crawl across this 20-acre field and not be noticed. If the farmer notices you, you cannot play on our team. If they pass, then they're allowed to play. Once again, just another way that these competitive hell loose teams take it seriously. Greyhounds begin to get in the hard cap here, sending pretty much any extra bodies from the north down here to the hard cap. So they have a few extra they could flex from the south. Bombing run coming in from CU. Ooh, a little bit of a lag spike there, but okay. CU falling back. They got 3 outposts, so that'll be solid. The bombing run on the Greyhounds, if it does come in, obviously won't take those out. It's just a token force, but man, if they can win their frags. Missing CU's thinking about a satchel. Honey Badger. We'll get a POV of Honey Badger right here in the hard cap. No, we will not. Greyhounds committing their armor over here to the church. Flamethrower action inside Marsmic. Catches up fire, but luckily he's wearing his fireproof vest today. Oh no, he succumbed to the flames. CU gets back control of Chapel. Sorrow, never. Sorrow maybe thinking about a satchel. Oh, no, that isn't a satchel. It's up. Okay, no satchel in the church. Grounds committing 1 Panzer IV up here. One Panzer IV down to the bottom. 1 Tiger coming up from the middle HQ. Garrison network looks solid. And this is the part where I'm talking about, where the Greyhounds will potentially bring bodies more from the edges towards the hard camp, which will leave some leaks and present some opportunities for CU SLs to sneak behind. Kaiser. One of the top shooters in Hella Loose. Oh, sniper girl. Panzer IV suddenly left by its lonesome down here. We have Jig Squad's OP though still alive. Line looks solid. CU and I mean, everything's so good here on the front line. There's that open field that both sides have to contend with. The letter N making a debut today. You know, that's one thing we don't see is letters of the alphabet playing hella loose. Oh, never, never. No. Ah, he's okay. He's okay. Close one, buddy. Chris has snuck into the back. King Squad. Trying to get some intel on Allied armor. Panzer IV, they got the Tiger back here to support. 2 repair stations by the Tiger, another supply drop coming down. The south? Oh. I think it looks okay. I mean, once again, we have the open field here, so you don't need too many bodies to hold. Just those few that are there need to win their frags. Or at least trade evenly. Right now, both sides just having a token force on the front door drown fields. Now, we could see CU throw a tank down here just to rush on forward and see if they could burn some of these outposts. Like a solo Stewie or something. Solo Stewies could be so powerful. Got the driver MG. Not too difficult to drive, at least from my experience. You could take 2 rockets. Opposed to the Greyhound, which only can take 1. Let's get a POV from the Greyhound's view. E-strikes will be ready in a minute 45. Tiger down to the bottom left with a resupply station, getting that all prepped. Greyhound's able to go. Oh! It's a 4, gets taken out. The artillery can control that gap right there and force the blueberries to go to our left and right, in which case the infantry can focus on those sides. Airhead called up into the top and C4. Climbers United trying to get some spawns back there. And they may be able to. No Greyhound spawn within about 30 seconds of it, unless somebody quickly goes to top HQ. This could be the chance CU is waiting for. Cosplay with the Belgian gate right here next to the building. We need to see if anybody spawns from the Greyhounds in top left HQ. Will this be how CU gets into the backline? You know, they all have SLs wait for 20-30 minutes at a time. Lying in a bush, waiting for the right moment. Airhead's live. Nobody from the Greyhounds responding. Looks like it got off without them noticing. What's good? Coming down the trench, going up against that guy. Oh. Too much. Too much fire. Precision strikes are ready to go. We'll see how aggressive the commanders get with it. ADA-2K. Coming off of that one. Squad lead in tow. Sneaking over there to the rears to get an OP up. Tiger backs up after taking a shot. And just like that, CU has cleared out Chapel, everybody. Greyhounds forced back to the Alamo up here to the north. Still in a very good position, though. Temporarily pushed out. Roddy Klaus on another... Never mind. Garrison set up by CU. Oh, man, that could be... This could be lethal. Another SL off of this to head east. Get behind these two garrisons. Hands are forward down here. Two-person P4, one in the spotter. It's backline plays, man. What keeps commanders up at night? You think everything looks good in the backline, then all of a sudden, start losing the points. Somebody checks the chevrons. It's at 1-2. You go, oh my gosh, where are they coming from? And then somebody yells in command chat, oh, they got a backline spawn up. There's tons of them. They're coming in. You got to react as commander to understand. Is it a serious spawn bomb or is it just a trinkle effect? A little bit of a trinkle of units from an OP or two. It's the game all teams play. You don't want to overreact. You don't want to underreact. Gotta react just right. Garrison was taken out over here to the middle. One OP still up, though. Prep squad. Zeus himself making an appearance tonight on Utah. Nice little setup here. Greyhounds shifting more bodies, and up to the north begins to get splintered a little bit. CU sending a medium tank crew to probe around and wipe some spawns coming from the back. Both garrisons destroyed up here to the north. Greyhounds now know that they have an issue in the back line. Now, granted, Drown Fields is all the way down here, so they may cut it off like around the 5 grid line, maybe top, middle of 4. But it's still early, so they got plenty of time to play map edge to edge coverage. Hands of 4. Oof. Tiger got double clapped. Or damaged plus double clapped. Greyhounds lose this one. Not really detrimental yet, though. Great, they still have a ton of infantry up here. So just an early victory. Plenty of time to spawn in more, generate fuel. Sitting at 630 fuel, 840 manpower, and 700 munitions. Tiger down below us. Hands of 4 to our left. 76 coming across. 76 is in... Oh, they were in 4th gear. Oni right up on the front line. Maybe thinking about a peace strike? Doesn't look like the 76 knows that Tiger is there. They're in the middle of a... They're pushing up with 0 infantry support right now. Is that a 76 or 75? 70... Oh, it's a 75. 75, okay. It wouldn't be too big of a loss, but still. Panzer IV is going to push, try to get a side shot in. Tiger takes 1 shot from the back. An interesting situation we have. Precision strike called in. Right onto the Jumbo 75. Jumbo 75 is damaged, remember. So the 70 or the Stuka is going to have a little bit more of an impact here. Stuka falls. Yeah, and it nails it. Beautiful, Tony. There you go, buddy. And the Stuka wipes the Jumbo 75. Camp progress does come in on Drown Fields a little bit. Greyhounds, not many bodies at all front door. CU starting to push on in. Now, could CU get a front door launch garrison there by Easy Squad? That could be big. Support's already in the area. Greyhounds. Either they just lost a string of frags back to back to back, or lost a little bit of sight over there on front line, on the front door. Not too serious, though. DU still has a lot of open fields to work with. They don't have any armor support. If they had maybe a medium here, that could be a difference maker. Recon plane going up diagonally. Commander Tony wants to see how serious it is. Anything come of the backline spawns? No. Wow. Greyhounds knocked them all out. I was expecting CU to get a conservative garrison up there to the top just to have as a red zone launch point, but no garrison to be had, everybody. That's big. I mean, that prevents a lot of headaches down the road. Go take a look at the kill counter. Greyhound's got a slight advantage after the opening, but now CU starting to close it a little bit. Got one cap off the opening. Remember, just one cap today, everybody. Enzo. $59 minutes. Bombing run coming in. CU bombing run up here in the front door. Can I take out those repair stations? Tiger damaged. Trying to get out of here. Rocket. It goes into the P4. Yep. Greyhound's getting close, but not able to punch that home there into Chapel. They had a little bit of momentum earlier, but Chapel's such a confined space, and there's not really many good close launch points unless you get an airhead, a half-track. Armor superiority, of course. CU just doing a good job of responding to everything, or threats from all around the map. Plenty of armor support, and driving up a half-track now to support. Remember, half-tracks are 150 fuel now, so they are being used much more often. You could use them to potentially take the place of a garrison in case you want to get another garrison in a safer location, or in a more upfront location. Because remember, you can lose a garrison, that's just 150 supplies, but, or well, 50 or 150, or 100 supplies. Probably tries to get away, but nope, not happening. Yeah, you can use a half-track to take the place of a backline garrison. You can make way for a front door garrison. Since you're really not worried about garrisons getting destroyed, or you're worried more about a half-track getting destroyed than you are a garrison. Recon tank going down to the bottom. P-strike, P-strike, P-strike. Oh, and it nails that, Tiger. Alrighty, so Tony gets a Jumbo 75, and the CU commander gets themselves a Tiger. Okay, both commanders 1 for 1 on P-strikes. Good to see. The north is looking a little bit messy right now, and I'm kind of curious if this will be the linchpin Well, I mean... CU's dedicating one solo and one 3-person tank crew. Get a POV of Enzo. The greatest POV. Hopefully they fix these POVs in Vietnam a little bit. Vietnam, of course, less than a month away. We don't have any news about the next playtest. Oh, man. Obviously hoping for the best, though. Cutting it close. Cutting it very, very close. Marsmick. Obi Wankin. Up here to the top of the MG. Nope, nope, not. Up here to the top of the MG. Oh, he's over there to the, okay, the left side. One Stewie... No, that's one Sherman sneaks around. Line looks really good, though. South is holding. I mean, these CU Raspberries down here did get pushed back to win 7 a little bit. The Greyhounds have a little bit extra space. And when it comes to that extra space, what you got to remember, if you're commanding a match, just always think about, okay, hey, we have some extra space here. We can pull some bodies temporarily away to maybe maximize somewhere closer to the hard cap. Or something that will be more important for the cap sector. As you don't want too many bodies in an area where there's no action or can't really gain any ground to be worth much. Machete! Is the OP right there? Can he get the OP? Oh, he tries to jump to the hedge, but not able to get there. Machete's trying. He's got the Jumbo 76 now. Throws a grenade. Not able to get the OP. Good placement though by the good placement by the CU. Fondly. Just far away enough from the hedge. Got an MG back up here from this guy. Ah, look at that. Beautiful. I mean, it takes a lot of practice to be able to balance like that, and that is absolutely amazing. I mean, mamma mia. You can't get much better than that, everybody. There is zero contact with the building. Zero. May need to look at that. Usually you see like a finger or a foot touching the building. But in this case, there's nothing. There's nothing there. That is complete separation. It is complete. There we go, baby. Beautiful. Sometimes, man. This guy down here in the grain feeder. Grain hopper. Another MG spot. See, now this is okay. Got his nice mountable position there. North looks much, much better. We have another airhead attempt here by the CU commander over there in the top of C3, going for yet another backline spawn. Baba. Let's see if the Greyhounds market. This one's a little bit closer to top left HQ, so they could get somebody back there. Doctor says not today, Baba. Airhead is alive and well. Commander Tony going back there, but unless he's been working on his sprinting game, he's not going to be able to get there. Probably about a minute out. They're going to see a little spawn off of there. Tony's trying, but he's gained a little bit of weight since the last command. He's looking, trying to get a feel for it. Where could it be? A couple squad leads come in for CU. Zeus and another guy split off in different directions. Very nice. Not going the same way. Tony. Ooh, gets one. Gets one. Zeus over to the left, though. Saw his buddy get wiped. Tony's looking. Zeus. Did he get the intel? I don't know. I think Zeus is trying to run back. Tony! Tony for the win! Wow. Nice. Zeus, buddy. Oh, Zeus. I mean, I guess you could look at it two ways. Zeus is alive. He can get a garrison up and get the SL back there pretty quickly. So I guess that was the right move. I take my criticism back. That was a good move. To stay alive. They think they got the airhead. They think it's okay. And Prep can get a garrison up in there in a few minutes. If you're just joining me today, everybody, I'm your host, Smithers, for this HCA no prep matchup. By no prep, we mean that the map is chosen at the midpoint 30 minutes before game time. So that way, you really don't have time to prep except for a very minor stretch sketch meeting. Oh, Nike job. It's the rocket. So far in today's game, we've seen just one capture. The frags getting to be about even overall, as we see at the top, 940 versus 904. So very, very good game between both sides. However, the Allies have the map advantage. They got the Chample right here, nice, safe, and secure. Not really much of Achilles heel for Chample, as we see here to the east side of F-Grid. There's just no ground for them to, Greyhounds, to get anything up. So it's down to a front door and a flank push. "47 minutes left to go." Abby Bear. Abby Bear. Comes. Chris. Here's the footsteps. Holds. Not going to take the shot. Too small of an angle there. Chris stands up. Goes to the right. Oh. Shot from the end. You have one medium tank down here. Solo medium, by the way. Honey Badger trying to solo medium this and chase the P4, jumps into the gun, turns, and takes it. Beautiful. Oh, man. He probably can't believe we pulled that off. Nice job, buddy. Solo medium chasing down a P4. Very nice. All right, so just like that, front door again for the Greyhounds is going to be a little bit open, but the CU still has to cross a decent amount of ground. Honey Badger is going to push forward here. Think if maybe he can burn some spawns with this. Greyhound armor pushing south. Honey Badger takes coverage behind the P4, but a rocket comes in from the right from Fabi. Fabi looking to light up another one. Fabi. Sherman takes out. Honey Badger gets himself another P4. Solo Honey Badger. 2 P4s to his name. Power of a really good tanker. All by himself sometimes. Well, it's 2 P4s destroyed. And then up here to the north, we have a Panther. Greyhounds losing 3 tanks. In the past couple of minutes, CU may sense a little bit of a chance here to push forward. They got to get a garrison more to the west, though. Somewhere along this line, away from Wind 7, up along the road. Get some more bodies here if possible. They do have some to spare for sure around Chapel that they could send down to the south. Honey Badger repairing the tank. Honey Badger is not even in command chat. "44 minutes. Big string of nice tank victories. However, does CU realize that it's a really good chance to push front door? I don't think so. A lot of body parts down here by the OP. Tells me it already is dialed in here. Sniper Girl. Sniper Girl, one of the top players in Hello Loops. Takes out Stasm. Gonna go for the OP. Oof. Burns the outpost. Sniper Girl. Burns the outpost and goes in the corner of the bush. Make sure no other spawns come in. Good play there by Sniper Girl. Okay, so CU, a lot of ground to work with here. They're trying to get control of this road. They got to push from the south and then from the north here. Artillery strike being used. Just one artillery strike. Oh, we have two. Okay. DU commander dropping 2 right there. Yeah, the artillery strike, I don't know. It seems very expensive for what you get out of it. I tell you what, man. I think for 450 munitions, I'm pretty sure every time I get less kills in a bombing run. I mean, I guess I haven't learned the trick with it. You drop 3 of those suckers. I don't know. It's very... I think I'm putting it in the right spots, but man, either the damage needs to be increased, the AoE, something. It feels super weak for what it costs. I mean, I'd rather have get rid of the artillery strike and give me a little bit less cooldown in the bombing run. Give me a 7-minute bombing run if I choose to not use the arty strike. Maybe there's some good commanders out there that have better luck than I do, though. Maybe there's some out there that say, oh, no, it's worth it. I got 10, 20 kills this one time. You can lock down a garrison and do this and do that. I think I've locked down. I think I've put on a garrison, but I don't know. I just haven't found a good rhythm with the artillery strike. Now, of course, towards the end of the game, maybe when you've been able to save some munitions, you can... It's maybe a nice little bonus tool you could use just for an extra little bit of security, but... Arty strike versus bomb run? I'll take bomb run all day. See, you still trying to work something with those tanks. It looks like their other SL... Once again, Greyhounds finding them and taking them out. I wonder if CEU just has a different person in that position this time around. I swear they've done a really good job in the past of getting up a red zone garrison, leaking SLs off of it, and keeping people alive in the back line. It seems like today they don't have it in that position. I mean, that's the thing. Rosters change all the time. Some people can't make it. I'm wondering if that's they're working with a temporary or a substitute. Somebody who doesn't normally play that position. No, I mean, we've seen some temporary shifts in the line, but nothing that was truly game-changing. I mean, Greyhounds have responded to every backline threat and found the OPs, taken them out. The threat to drown fields has been very minor. We've seen a couple blue raspberries sneak across, but every time Greyhounds spawn in, take them out. So it's just... nice ebb and flow, I guess, throughout the match so far. It's one capture today, everybody. Allies getting Chapel first, as is tradition. But now, as time gets closer, or the clock ticks away, Greyhounds will begin to think about, okay, well, how do we want to push this? It's either going to be a surge from the south or a front door tank push with an airhead, perhaps. This is where, I mean, we've seen Axis tanks push up behind this house. One to the left, one guards the right. Airhead drops right here in the shell hole. Just to offer just an extra spawn to sprint forward front door. Puma's gonna come up here, try to burn some outposts. 18 player spawns in. Ba 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 ba. Oh, ba ba ba. Nails the Puma. Good reaction right there by Baba. Unfortunately, they did lose the outpost, but garrison's not too far away. Like a ship's anchor in a way, so we'll give that guy anchor guy. Isho wins the 1v1. Isho just holding the front door. They're going to get this garrison reestablished down here. I mean, there's... this ain't no super sexy match, everybody. But trust me, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't see. Isho gets the supplies. Good eye, buddy. Good eye. Trust me, I mean, I commanded a 3-2 victory last night on Tobruk. 1 capture. I mean... You have to think about the command comms that are going on behind the scene. I mean, people are talking and saying we need to reallocate bodies here, there, armor's calling out. I mean, the command chat's always very alive. Just, I mean, the number of captures doesn't signify how much energy is actually in the game. And just from our end, you just see these nice static gunfights and positions take place, but behind the scenes, lot of moving pieces. It's just a very freaking even game, man. Greyhounds infantry has a heads up on CU infantry. However, allied armor making up the difference. Artillery, Axis have a slight advantage. We saw both commanders go 1-for-1 on peace strikes, but haven't used one since. Was gut. Sneaking up behind the jumbo. Gold Dragon and crew. Was gut. Oh, he's got it. Gold Dragon. Oh, man. Not looking. And they got a satchel. 76 swings around. Was gut. Survives the 76 splash. It must have been AP. RVNT HLL jumps out. They see the satchel. Oh, get gunned down. Gold Dragon. Pistols. Kieran. Does he have time to dismantle? They're going to need a double dismantle here. Oh, no. Down goes the jumbo. Wow. All right. Good play there. I mean, yeah, they needed a... If the rifleman wasn't there, obviously they would have got it, but... Clutch backup there, play. Clutch play. Just a little victory in a map. I mean, it's not going to create a massive difference because Greyhound's armor is still trying to figure out how to push down here to the south. They got infantry to contend with and all that, so it's just like a little chess piece off the board. Allies should be able to spawn another tank here momentarily. So it's not like a critical... a takedown. It's more like of an annoyance takedown right now. Greyhounds will gain a little bit of ground out of it because now there's no armor support for Alamo. Zeus has gotten a little bit farther forward there. Prep squad. Nothing for CU back here. Tony, choosing an alternative commander uniform today. Bringing the infantry up to the north, just a little pocket, and right where we expect that garrison marker to be. Tiger pushes up here, gets themselves a medium Sherman. Line though for the Allies. It's very, very good. Frag's incredibly close. 1400 to 1397. Oh, we're just a couple short of an absolute tie. Mamma mia. Asaka. Nice grenade toss. Damn. Ant, gonna put down another outpost real quick. Asaka, though, wins the frag. Ant gets it back. We'll hold on the OP, although artillery falling right nearby it. D-strike coming down to the south. Oh! 2 Tigers for the Allied commander. 2 for 2 on P-strikes. Gonna have 1 more left in the tank at around the 8-minute mark. I went 3 for 3 on P-strikes the other day, man. It felt so friggin' good. Couldn't believe it. It's one of those things where you hear, oh, enemy heavy down. Oh, enemy heavy down. Enemy heavy down. Oh. Very nice. A little bit of ground gained by the Greyhounds up here to the north, but nothing tragic. CU has this backup half-track over here. Commander, the Allies on Hill 5, just in a nice safe spot, monitoring everything. A little bit more quiet, a little bit quieter back here. Personally, I prefer the chapel. All commanders have their own little spot. Look at this, nice and comfy. Can watch the back line a little bit, make sure nobody's sneaking around. Maybe I'll use that spot next time. But in this case, Jason Piggy responsible for the hard cam. Chris getting a little bit closer here. Chris. With the MP40. Shovel ready. Around. But he's on top, he says. Gets 2 with the MP40. Yo, sees the garrison. Oh. Does have his OP close, though. Right across. And with a really good sniper, man. You get somebody with the FG-42. It's top of their game. Launching right across. Be a good time. "25 minutes. Greyhounds have a little bit of momentum coming in from the north right now. See you holding them at bay from the Alamo. No backline threats, as we could see. No raspberries have snuck around. Everybody that has gotten over there has been taken care of by the Greyhounds backline crew. So big kudos to them. Copy. Squirrel out here to the far east, trying to get intel on this medium. Did we? No, that was the Stewie we saw stuck earlier. Hangar's going to try to push here. Misaka coming over to the right, pulls out the bazooka, and one in. Another heavy coming out of middle HQ. South is stable. North is stable. See you holding the areas that they need to hold. Flexing tanks to counter when they need to. It's 1659 to 1655 on frags, everybody. I mean, this is what you call an even match. I mean, it's the definition of even, which explains why we've only seen one cap. I mean, sometimes you could tell by the map where one side is gaining and losing, but I mean, it's just I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of at a loss for words. The only thing now is, I mean, Greyhounds by this point, they got to be knowing, okay, well, we're not gonna be able to gain the ground with the layout that we have. So we're gonna have to sacrifice some area. In which case, I think they'll probably start pulling everybody down here. Or, I mean, they could overload north, but there's only one outpost. Well, there's a couple. Their armor is going to have to make the calls to where they feel the best opportunity is for them. And then you could do it a couple of ways. They'll push with their armor. Infantry will back them up and airhead call in, so it's just one straight spearhead into chapel. Or armor pushes forward with just the airhead in support, maybe a couple blueberries, but then the blueberries try to take advantage of the distraction and push from somewhere else. Right now, it's going to come down to Greyhounds just massing their forces in one spot. Because this split out is, yeah, it's just dead even. How will the Axis decide to allocate their troops? That is the question. Oh, it's a crazy graph, man. It really is. It's a good one. Every time either side... Oh, do you see a little bit of a more mass here in the middle? Maybe? Trying to make their way up, but... It's just... working. Tony? Panzer IV is pushed forward, but not many infantry left here to help support, get the support they need. This guy around the corner in the bush. Stasen. Bush guy holds. Stasen. Recon plane going up through Chapel. Haley, here's 3 crewmen repairing. Not making a move just yet. Haley gonna go for it. Here's the hammers. Gets 2 of them. And the crew's down to 1. Do they have any spawn points nearby? No, not really. So the Sherman will be down to 1 crew member for a little while. Good move there by Kaylee, taking the initiative. Jumbo 76 gets satcheled. Well, they had a medium Sherman sneak up on it, but the Panther takes care of it. Siege, Sierra, and Bromon in that one. 11 minutes to go. If you're just joining me today, everybody, I'm your host, Smithers, for this HCA no prep matchup between CU and Greyhounds, where we've seen just 1 cap here on Utah Chapel. CU getting it first and not letting the Greyhounds get a shot at it. There was 1 attempt early on, but CU brought enough infantry back to the hard cap where it was okay. Now the game is where are the Greyhounds planning on just massing their forces for the big final push? It looks like it could be from the north. Airhead called into Chapel. To be it. Last airhead. Landing right by the P4, I think. Yep, P4's right there. It'll be landing right in the creek. Sniper girl to the right of the hedge. Waiting for the moment to strike. I mean, Sniper girl's in a perfect position where she could just lob a grenade and she'll be just fine. Bombing run on its way. Bombing run is coming in south to north, looks like, over Chapel. Panzer IV is trying to find a little spot to sneak in. The Panther's coming up to support. Sniper girl's still in the hedge. Airhead about to fall here. Panzer IV taking a beating. Bombing run comes through, gets 2 critical frags. Sniper girl still alive, though. Sniper girl go AFK, maybe? Greyhound's airhead is alive right front door. Sun, though, is coming around. Sun throws a grenade. Rocket as backup. And the airhead's taken care of. Oh! Yeah. Artillery strike called in on Chapel. Heavy. Greyhound's going to have... This will be the last tank push here, I think. Oh, yeah, it should be the last tank push. 8 minutes left to go. They'll most likely try to commit these 2 tanks right over here behind the building. Push up into the hard cap. Or at least around the hard cap. Make some space for the infantry. TU Commander still chilling over back here. Half-track is alive. Down below us. Right. Here somewhere. Half-track is... Oh, it's right there. Okay, half-track right there behind the building. D-strike called in the chapel. Ah, the tank has already moved off. Yeah, but oh, Sorrow's taken over. We lost Tony, or Tony took a break. Sorrow drops the P-strike. Stukas followed. 76 turning their angle. Yeah, I mean, at this point, as commander, you're just trying to throw it and see if you get lucky on something. Because you can't wait. I mean, there's no time to wait. CU begins to pull back more bodies around the circle, making sure everything's okay for these final few minutes. Looks pretty secure for them. Sherman coming around the back. Hands of 4. Tiger trying to get in a position to make an impact here. Shot comes in from the right, though. Traces with a rocket. Oh, that was a Jumbo 76. Jumbo. Right there in the core yard. Didn't even see it. Kind of blended in for me. All right, Tiger gets stopped. Panzer 4 left by itself. They're going to try to get out of this, but... into the doorway of the building. And now the Sherman 75 coming around from the back. For the finishing blow. Oh. And the Allied tankers unite. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left. CU's looking really good. Collapsing around the hard cap, making sure everything is nice and solid. Letting the Greyhounds push in from the north a little bit. Good coordination, though, by the Allies. Greyhound's getting a little bit of a chunk here. Sorrow dropping a reinforce over there on ground fields. I have no idea where the cap went. Oh, it was from that. Okay. Defensive airhead called in by climbers. And I think the last Greyhounds tank, yeah, was just destroyed right there in the middle. Gonna have one P4, just a solo Shanks. Coming up to the hard cap. But with 20 seconds left, it's looking really good for climbers. Yeah, I mean, Utah Chapel, as long as the allies, I mean, the CU balanced everything. From north to south, making sure that all the different Greyhound bushes were taken care of. Great play by the tankers. Allied tankers coming with 290 frags, although Greyhound's infantry made up the difference there. Yeah, very good game to both teams. Incredibly even. I mean, yep, that's even, all right. Yeah, so congratulations to Climbers United taking home the 3-2 victory over here on Utah. Thank you for joining me today, everybody. I'll be live again tonight for a consoles team matchup between RZN. God, who that was. But of course, we got the World Cup today. So that'll be going on later this afternoon, of course. Between Spain and Argentina. Let's take a look at the poll real quick. Actually, the majority said, I don't care, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, once your team is out of it, or especially if your team lost in a devastating fashion, then it's like, I don't want anything to do with the World Cup. But I think the World Cup, right, is the most viewed sporting event worldwide, right? Is that correct? I know the Super Bowl is up there. Honestly, I don't know what I'll have to look up the statistics. Like when you look at the World Cup versus the Super Bowl, wonder how the views compare. Alrighty, so that will be it for everything here on Utah. Once again, solid game. No, nothing real crazy happened. It's just straight up frag fest back and forth. Nothing that, not a moment that really sticks out of my mind, but just a really good game. Really good, solid back and forth. I mean, Honey Badger did have the solo tank, couple tank takedown, which is pretty cool. That stuck out. But okay, everybody, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.